Yeah, a little bit of room there for Asif Ali to just free his arms. A little scratchy, but he'll take that. Pakistan struggling for runs. They need big overs, couple of really big overs to get to a decent total. 6.20 run rate. I don't think that is going to really help Pakistan going forward in this game.
Particularly well. Be a couple. It's been hard to find the fence, hard to tone the ball on this dying surface. Yet to be a 6 hit in the innings. There's so many catches in the outer, and not on the boundary, about 10 yards in.
Yeah, Pakistani batsmen, they tried to hit 6, but it didn't work. It didn't happen. Totally miscuing every time they were looking for big shot.
That's crafty. That is some really clever and crafty play there from Asif.
Yeah, that's where Pakistan's got to cash in. 11 of the overs so far, still 2 deliveries to go. This might just give that momentum which Pakistan's looking for. Very nicely played, sat back in the crease and just allowed the ball to come really close to him.
He's trying to take the pace off it here, Tim Southey. There's still more pace on offer than against the spinners. And they're relishing that, Pakistan. That could have gone as well. Sodhi was picked out. He missed fields. Oh, looking for 2. It was never there.
What is Iftikhar doing? It was Asif's end to come to. It was a dangerous end, would you say? He ran in really hard. There was definite 2 because the ball went through his legs, and it was a very clear call. And Iftikhar not interested at all. That's poor. Very poor.
Well, I think it was the fact that Iftikhar was just jogging through and going on the body language of Asif, who started off as if there was just one. It wasn't until he got past his field of vision that he all of a sudden he ran to the non-strikers quickly, but he just didn't communicate that. You need every run you can get. Picks out deep and wicket, just 1. That's the over bowled, 104 for 5. It's 4 overs to go in the innings. Those 4 overs could be bowled by Southey and Tickner, but I think New Zealand will want to use as much of their spin as they can in difficult conditions. Captains always get a little bit nervous bowling spinners very, very late in the innings, but if they're the hardest to hit, why not? So Santner, he could bowl 2 here. Likely Phillips will bowl again. Sodhi's bowled out, Bracewell's bowled out. So will most likely need to use his pace to death.
Asif Ali is looking for a length where he can get under it. Santner's being very, very smart, just pulling the length back. He's not really pitching it up.
Clever bowling from Santner, just followed batter there. If the car was backing off looking for room, Santner just fired it towards the pads. Most amount of spin overs that New Zealand has bowled in a home T20 international.
Well, when you play a fourth game on the same pitch, the spinners are going to come into play.
And New Zealand has got lots of them. It's what you see in the game. You actually see it in New Zealand domestic cricket on wickets that can be a little slow as well. Everyone starts bowling spin. Bracewell was not a spin bowler before making. He started a couple of years back. Just started bowling because they thought, let's have another one. Yeah! Oh, he's gone. He's gone. He's had another crack at it. It was a little bit more apologetic this time, though. Not as convincing as the last one down the leg side.
No review left. Very, very similar situation. And Conway was convinced once again that there was an edge.
Caught it too early because it was in the gap. He hit it too well. Chapman off the fence nice and quickly. 3 overs to go now, 110 for 5.
At Emma, we know a great day starts with a great night's sleep. Everything we make helps you awaken your best. Right now, in our big autumn sale, get up to 55% off everything, including our Emma Original Mattress. A rich Best Buy 6 years in a row. Try our 200-night sleep trial now at emma-sleep.co.uk.
Say yes to comfort, practicality, value and technology. The all-new MG4 EV. Say no to compromise.
Well, let's have a look at this last one down the leg side. Conway sort of confident. There is no spike there. No review available for New Zealand anyway.
Very good wicket keeping though.
Southey to continue. Oh, hit hard down the ground. You can see there, just a genuine lack of timing. The ball just not coming off the bat in this innings.
Started off this game in a very dry weather with sun blazing down, dry pitch, and I'm sure there will be a little bit of reverse available for Saudi.
Guptill getting a run around at the end of the innings. He's not playing. Oh, bad luck. You get a single. Maybe that was hit hard enough that it could have reached the straight boundary. Who knows? We'll never know.
Second time around, he hit it really, really hard. This time went straight to the stumps. Fielders are mid-off and mid-on. They're nice and straight. The ball sort of tailing it in a little bit. You saw earlier the umpires just doing some scissor work on the ball also, just cutting that leather off. Yeah, good delivery. Very, very good delivery. Nice and full.
Yeah, this is really good from Southey, keeping it simple. Full and straight. Got protection down the ground on both sides. Very, very straight. Very straight. Long off. He's almost directly behind him, Southey, as he runs in, and then slightly wider, long on. Tim
Saudi was hoping that this will not be called wide because Asif just moved in his crease, went more toward offside. Just good thinking, but he was way too wide.
He's need to change it up too much. Neither of these players have looked to play the little scoop to the fuller ball. Third man up, finally a gap. They're going to hit down the ground, and if Southey gets into the block hole, it's really only going to be singles. Possibly not quite full enough, but once again, easy pickings for those two who are back straight in front of the wicket.
It's been a hard work for batsmen, especially when you're looking to hit boundaries. Only 13 boundaries been hit, no 6 at all.
Well, I think someone's got to try to maybe get one of those little scoopy, little lappy things. Past the 2 up. Well, you're not hitting that anywhere. That's really good bowling from Southey. And at the moment, New Zealand totally and utterly happy with a run of ball type scenario.
Well, these two batsmen, they don't play that shot that well. So I think the ideal way to go is just move away from the stumps. Give yourself a little bit of room, especially with mid-off so straight. There's such a big gap from that cover point fielder to mid-off. There's acres of land, so you can just open your face of the bat and just hit through that region.
This time goes back into the box, trying to get underneath it, can't. Dribbles down to long off. That ends a really good over from Southey. 18 gone, 117 for 5.
Ooh, nice. The cafe, just great tasting coffee. Simple.
This is the Kenko aficionado. Legend says that he's created a smooth barista-style coffee by grinding each whole bean with his bare hands. So, out there they may call him the Caficionado, but we just call him Mike. Hey, Mike. Kenko, Caficionado since 1923.
Pakistan need a couple of big overs to make this total into a decent total. 10 and over 137. I think they need more than that. Both these batsmen at the crease, they're definitely capable of going big.
Flicked up, flicked in the air, and no, didn't carry. Even then, that looked like a nice shot. The ball was a good length to play that shot. It was a slow ball, though, for thickness, so a little bit of credit to the bowler there. But even that, it's just flowing nowhere.
I think because the pitch is really slow, it's not really skidding through. Once it skids through, it becomes easier to just play those pick-up shots. It's just holding a little bit.
A little bit unlucky there. You technically could see if the car was moving to the leg side, so followed him and still got it down the leg side.
You can clearly see the plan from the New Zealand fast bowlers to just get up there. Don't just bowl short. Don't give these batsmen anything short.
Well, they gave a short one there. It just lobbed through. Didn't even carry to Conway.
Yeah, take a pace off when you're bowling a short delivery. And that was a very, very good delivery. Reaching for it with the car.
Got a little under edge on this too. Here we go. Here, no, it doesn't go. Doesn't go for 6. I think it's one bounce for 4. Bracewell was a long way in there. He was about 10 off the fence, and then he had to backpedal. I thought this was going to be the first 6 of the innings. Good area to try to get the ball. And it's a good meter in.
Well, that was hit against the wind. So that's why it didn't go. But Iftikhar was searching for this length. At last he got that and he played it beautifully.
Oh, got away with that. In fact, no, that was in the strike zone. Good length just outside off. Did take the pace off it though. Another slower ball.
These two at the crease are the best hitter Pakistan have in that 11. And they are struggling to get a bat and ball.
Yeah, so perhaps don't judge an innings until both teams have batted. Now, is that timing good enough? Yes, it is. Yeah, the placement was very, very good. Finally, Pakistan find an unprotected part of the ground and bring up 50 between these two.
Yeah, that was pure timing. Pace was on the ball and allowed the ball to come close, and then because that fielder, point fielder's more toward cover, extra cover, big gap there.
Clubbed away on the onside, no timing, high on the bat. So just one. Not a bad over in the context of the innings, though, for Pakistan. There's one to go, 128 for 5.
Fast forward to December 2023, and a lot has changed. Some things more than others. A lot can change in a year, except for gift gas prices, which are fixed until the end of 2023.
This is the Kenko aficionado. Legend says that he's created a smooth barista-style coffee by grinding each whole bean with his bare hands. So, out there they may call him a aficionado, but we just call him Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Kenko, aficionado since 1923.
Right, run to go. Yes, that's not out, that's not it. Oh, I'd called for a shot like that, and how wrong I was.
I like that. Yeah, very smartly bowled Tim Southee. Saw him very early that he's going to play that sweep shot and bowl that slower delivery. Tickner was the man at short third man. He scooped it straight to him. Another wicket gone in the 20th over. Iftikhar, a real struggle. Gone for 27 is 128 for 6.
Say yes to comfort, practicality, value and technology. The all-new MG4 EV. Say no to compromise.
At Emma, we know a great day starts with a great night's sleep. Everything we make helps you awaken your best. Right now, in our big autumn sale, get up to 55% off everything, including our Emma Original Mattress, of which Best Buy 6 years in a row. Try our 200-night sleep trial now at emma-sleep.co.uk.
Nawaz strides to the middle. Mohammad Nawaz into the bowlers now. And he's just got a swing. Well, it was a good piece of bowling from Tim Southee. There was just no pace on it, so you couldn't use the pace to get it over. The infielder's head had to be hit by Iftikhar. Just didn't hit it well enough. Now this looks a little better. No, just like everything, it's caught 10 yards in.
Nothing's working for Pakistan. They're trying to hit that 6 that they're looking for. And they're losing wickets left, right, centre. Another slow delivery. Mohammad Nawaz wanted to go big. And once again, miscuing it. Easy catch there by Guptill. So 7 down now. And Tim Southee's on hat-trick. It's 128 for 7.
Mohammed Wazim comes out to face a hat-trick ball. Southey's got a great chance here because it's not like he's just going to play it out. Southey's already got a hat-trick, actually, a T20 hat-trick against Pakistan. That was taken in Auckland. Here we go. Southey on a hat-trick. Oh, well bowled. He does play it out. Right on the money from Tim Southey. Wazim thinks better of it.
That's the first wicket. Scooping straight to the man. And then Mohammad Nawaz trying to go big against the wind. Easy catch. And a wonderful hat-trick delivery. But Mohammad Wasim, I think he exactly knew what Saudi's going to try to do.
Why didn't he try to whack it? You felt a bit jilted there, wouldn't you? Tim Southey in last over. Right off the bottom of the bat, Q end. Lined it up, was he? And like everyone else, completely mistimed it. Gee, it is a slow wicket. Some of those shots that were caught 10 yards in for the fence looked to have come right out of the middle of the bat, so no pace at all on this pitch.
Pitch is very slow, no doubt about that, but I think they bowled smartly also. They did not give anything away. Every time they sense the batsman is going to come hard, they bowl a slow delivery or a wide delivery like that. That's a beautiful delivery once again. He knew that Asif Ali is going to look for that big hit.
You know, I think he'd made up his mind what he was going to try to do there. And Southey adjusted really well. Got it just inside that wide line. And Seek was going to try to hit wherever that ball was into the onside. So last ball of the innings. Nice full and straight one again from Tim Southey. Another single down the ground. That'll do it for Pakistan's effort. 130 for 7 they end up, and they struggled to generate a strike rate the whole way through the innings. Slow bowlers were brilliant for New Zealand. Pakistan, who won the toss and batted first, which was the right decision on a wearing wicket. It's not going to be easy for New Zealand either. They'll be hoping someone can go out there and find their time in early on and get in front of the asking rate. The New Zealanders will be very, very happy with that performance. Using all their spinners, they changed the balance of the side today as well. They brought in an extra spinner. Santner came back into the side. He did a good job with the ball. Looked a little rusty, but all up, not a bad effort. Rizwan Baba hinted at getting started at the top, but they were pulled back, both dismissed, and then all of a sudden the middle order, which hasn't had great opportunity of late for Pakistan. None of them could really get going. There was a handy 27 for 27 for Iftikhar, and he combined in a 50-run stand with Seif, who was 25 from 20 at the end. Yeah, so just the two seamers for New Zealand. That was the spinners. Bracewell, brilliant again, 2 for 11 from his 4. So hard to get away. And East Sodhi, 4 overs, 1 for 23 was good as well. Glenn Phillips with his part-time off, he's probably the only one really to get taken to. And even in conditions that didn't suit them, the seamers were very, very good as well. Right, let's head down for the Powerade interview with Craig McMillan. Who's he got?
Michael, another impressive spell with the ball. 2 for 11 from your 4 overs. You're really enjoying this Hagley Oval pitch, aren't you?
Yeah, it's nice to get on the ground with pretty big boundaries and that wind obviously going away from it, so it makes it a little bit longer again. So, yeah, enjoying playing here at Hagley Oval.
Tell me, how much more turn was there today than from a couple of days ago when you played Bangladesh?
Yeah, I wouldn't say there's huge amounts of turn. I think the ball's just sort of holding in the wicket and bouncing a little bit more, which sort of creates the same illusion as turn. It's one of the things that we can exploit as spin bowlers, and yeah, I think that little bit of extra bounce makes it tough for the batsman.
Unusual to see 4 spin bowlers used in New Zealand, but on that surface it was much needed, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's what we pride ourselves on as a team. We've sort of got all bases covered, and we just try and play this to the conditions. And yeah, GP's a great bowler in his own right, so yeah, it's nice to see him get a few overs there as well.
Happy with a chase of 131?
Yeah, we would have taken anything under 150, I think. And yeah, we're going to have to bat well. It looks like it's deteriorated a little bit since the other night, so we'll strap ourselves in for a tight run chase.
Good luck with the bat.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy because it isn't easy conditions for batters to time the ball on. So New Zealand need 131 runs from their 20 overs. Not really a massive ask, but I don't think you should ever judge the first innings until you see the second innings.
This is everybody's Christmas rolled into one.
Oh my God, I can't wait for this.
Here's not Mahaja. 10 minutes in a row. He's the new Khabib.
This is a hell of a hunt.
The Orion is an absolute savage.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, let's get ready to rumble! Passionate about sport? Then bet Fred!
The Emma Original is a Which Best Buy 6 years in a row. Now with up to 55% off in our big autumn sale at emma-sleep.co.uk.
Christmas isn't just one day, it's lots of days. This early Christmas? Work Christmas? Birthday Christmas? It's free Christmas!
There you go.
And then sadly it's done.
Don't worry, on. There's always Boxing Day Christmas.
Gifts for all your Christmases at Very. Choose pay now, pay later, or pay over 3 months and pay no interest.
Well, the day started a bit finer than this, but it's certainly clouded over and it's cold and up here at Hagley Oval. And I tell you what else has been cold. Pakistan's scoring rate in that first 20 overs restricted to 130 for 7 spinners for the first time in New Zealand in a T20, taking the first 5 wickets. Saudi chiming in with a couple late. Katie Martin, Shane Bond joining us. It's going to be spin heavy. They were spin heavy. Michael Bracewell again, Katie. He can do no wrong, this guy.
Yeah, he's got a bit of the golden touch at the moment. We sort of talked before the game about his batting and how he kind of come into international cricket with his batting, but it's been his effectiveness with the ball. He's really our only main bowler that bowls into the right-handers, and he just was able to adjust the pace. There was a lot of catches on the boundary from Pakistan. That delivery there, just nice fine edge. 80k is the one before that, 91, so he's adjusting his pace really nicely, asking questions, so the batters have to make decisions.
It was getting Bubba out, which I think the crucial breakthrough for New Zealand. The talisman goes, and you're always in the hunt. Here's the Hawkeye vision from that dismissal. Bracewell outthinking Bubba Azam. Change of pace.
When you look at Michael Bracewell being a batsman first and foremost, now turning himself into a spinner capable of being successful at the international level, that changes the pace. But not only that, the consistency of line and length. That's how he's getting his wickets, and you have to commend that.
Header. Out for all money. Caught Conway. Bowled Sodhi. All of us in the commentary box thought that's gone. Sean Haig begged to differ on review. Stood with Wayne Knights on the decision. Your thoughts, Scotty?
I will say one thing. It shows that wicket keepers don't make up their appeals. It was a great appeal. Really good footwork from Devon Conway. And he knew. He felt that. He heard the edge. He saw a downturn on that. He watched it in beautifully. And you do actually know as a wicket keeper. So Yeah, it was an interesting dismissal. I don't know where there's no spike there, but...
It's crap. It was a crap decision.
I thought at first that Conway was just doing the decent thing by Sodhi and saving his blushes on a wide, but on further evidence, I'm sure the umpiring team will review that. We'll look at the decision, how it was made. As it was, header didn't really add to the score before Sodhi got his man the next over anyway, Katie, so didn't have an impact on the match. But these decisions in big events and big tournaments, they can have a massive impact in T20 cricket.
Well, the other thing is they use their DRS, so you expect that you go to the DRS that the right decision is going to be made. I probably wouldn't have said crap, and I thought you were way more politer than that, Bondi. But anyway, my reasoning in you has changed over the last week. But yeah, it was a poor decision, and you actually have the technology in to remove the howlers, and then you add that of having a technology in there, and then it still is a howler. Yeah, it's a bit head scratching. I
want to talk about Mitch Santner if we can, Bondi. Probably not the best technical spell from Mitch Santner, but still effective against the Pakistan attack today that just did not look interested in moving the feet, getting to the pitch of the ball, or understanding the timing of the ball.
Oh, I think you expect Mitch Santner to be a little bit rusty. He's had a month out of the game. He's probably had his feet up. Lack of sleep because he's got a new baby. So look, the thing about Mitch Santner, he didn't start the spell well, but he's got a lot of composure. He's got very subtle changes of pace. He's a smart and wily and experienced campaigner. And look, 2 for 27, that's not unusual for him, and he really is a key member of this team.
He's got great subtleties. You saw there he moved wider of the crease. He's able to get up and over that ball. So I think that there's been a lot of great work with the spinners from a New Zealand perspective to try and get them to have those subtle variations so that it does help the batters question, I guess, what they're trying to do.
All right, not too much longer before we have to take a break, get to the second innings, but let's talk about the chase here. Finn Allen, desperate for some runs. They're after a fast start from him. Gary Stead backed him this morning. They've picked him in the team again. He's with Conway. Williamson would be desperate to keep going, building that momentum. What do you expect from the openers in particular, Bondi?
I think a quick 30 from Finn Allen almost closes the game out. So his role is to come out and play hard and aggressive cricket, and he needs to do exactly the same thing. That 4 or 5 overs of him batting in New Zealand will effectively ice the game, and they have got a long batting order. Mitch Santner coming in at 8 today. It's probably as deep a batting order that New Zealand's had in a long time.
What do you feel, Katie?
Yeah, I think probably the lack of pace in the wicket might suit Finn Allen as well. They're going to have to probably bowl a little bit fuller. Those shorter deliveries are set up, and that really feeds into Finn Allen. So I would say a quick 50. I'd take a 50 off 25, 22 maybe there, Bondi. That's game done.
Given the fact we're expecting it to drop to about 8 degrees this evening, I think these Kiwis would like to wrap this up pretty quickly. And in fairness, I think the Pakistanis wouldn't mind wrapping it up quickly too before the hand warmers are all expired before the next game. New Zealand or Pakistan?
New Zealand.
New Zealand all the way for you, Bondi. Katie, Pakistan a chance?
Yeah, I guess their spinners will come into play, but I think New Zealand have got to close the game out early, and I'd like to see that aggression at the top, so I'm going New Zealand.
Gilt-edged opportunity here for New Zealand to really claw their way back into this series. Remember, Pakistan are on top. If Pakistan do win tonight, then they will go through to the final. New Zealand can bank a spot tonight, chasing down 1-3-1 for victory here at Hagley Oval. Stay with us on Spark Sport. We'll be back with the chase right after this.
People have such an aversion to the tax man because I think you can get lost in a sense, but I find it easy peasy.
Sage members like Laura navigate making tax digital with our helpful accounting tools and advice from real experts. Sage, helping business flow.
The world of sport is a fickle, ever-changing beast. But you'll be ready to watch. Plan, adapt, prepare. Download the app and see for yourself why Bet365 is the world's favourite online betting brand. And please, gamble responsibly.
You're not going to believe this, Mo. You've won.
What?
My ticket!
The Wins Got Gold lottery ticket!
The National Lottery.
absolutely top class.